Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my second leaderboard for Miss World 2022. Welcome! So this is already my second leaderboard for Miss World 2022 and there's a lot of new contestants that joined the list and it definitely reshuffled my entire ranking compared to my first leaderboard, and I'm super excited and looking forward to share to you the updated list so far. And it's already, there's been some news posted before that there will be a 2022 edition for Miss World, probably to be held in the first quarter of 2023. So as of the moment, here's my current top 15 in order of my preference. Let's begin. Starting with my number 15, Puerto Rico. Elena Rivera. She's going to be one of the youngest that we'll have this year at 18, but let's not forget that Stephanie Del Valle has won at 19, and the last time that Miss World crowned an 18 years old was in 2010 with Alexandria Mills. I think Elena got some great chances this year if we just talk about her physical beauty, but because, to be honest, she looked gorgeous. And I'm still waiting though to see how she will be transformed into a woman that fits into the Miss World prototype, because as of the moment, it isn't really clear to me yet. My number 14 goes to Panama. Kathleen Caffrey. She's a licensed respiratory therapist and a volunteer at Fundación Yo Pinto Una Sonrisa, where they're giving food and other items to the community. I see so much potentials in Panama this year. I'm truly hoping that the organization will not waste her and prepare her very well in terms of interviews and building her resume. Because if they do that, she could be one of the surprises in 2022 edition. My number 13 goes to India. Sini Shetty. In comparison to other candidates, India actually has a good contender, although she hasn't warmed up to me that much yet. I commend her though, because I have already seen some tremendous improvement from the day she was crowned compared to now. I am still looking forward to be wowed once again, and because I have always believed that India got a really strong team that is preparing their candidates, so I'm hopeful to see some amazing transformation very, very soon. My number 12 goes to Cote d'Ivoire. Marlene Kanikoasi, one of the most impressive looks and perfectly styled candidates so far. She's already polished to perfection in terms of beauty, and she is a super strong follow-up after their top 3 finish last year. Olivia last 2021 edition was an incredible speaker with a strong resume, and that's something that I'm looking forward to see from Marlene as well, because if she could pull something stronger than Olivia, then a potential top 3 placement could continue. My number 11 goes to Ireland. Ivana McMahon. If they could prepare her very well this year, I have this gut feeling that Ireland could go back to a very high placement. Although Ireland have placed in the last 3 editions, but their major placement was in 2010, and that was more than a decade ago, where they placed in the top 7. Ivana is a doctor, and she is super gorgeous if she's styled properly. One of the potential downfalls of her that I am seeing could be the styling. But if they could be able to give her a winning look and a much stronger resume, she could be a crown contender as well. My number 10 goes to Lebanon. Yasmina Zaitoun. I can actually see how invested Miss Lebanon organization is with Yasmina this year. She's very updated with giving us something new every time. She looked incredible, but I'm looking forward to see her preparation, especially for Beauty with a Purpose and her Beauty with a Purpose entry. But overall, I still think Lebanon is a really good candidate. She's in a good track, and with her as a representative, I am hoping that they'll be back in at least in the first cut. My number 9 goes to Spain. Paula Perez. Spain is one of the candidates that made me wow in terms of beauty. Aside from that, she's also in the field of medicine. So with the right and intense preparation, they might actually go for a second crown. My number 8 goes to Australia. Kristen Wright. Australia could be back in the spotlight this year. She is in the field of biomedical science and she's also a speaker. She's already working with her Beauty with a Purpose entry, and by the looks of it, she could be one of the good ones that we need to keep an eye on this year. My number 7 goes to Vietnam. Mai Phuong. Since Vietnam started competing at Miss World, they have placed 10 times out of 19. And that's over 50%, which is a good record. And most of the placements happened recently, which showed a great improvement with their selection and preparation. This year, the representative is another impressive representative. She looked gorgeous, but most importantly, after she was crowned, she has been actively working with different charity events, and I'm not sure how she does in public speaking, but track record-wise, Vietnam has done so well recently at Miss World, but the interviews is where they get overshadowed and get defeated the other candidates. So I'm hoping that they'll consider interview as their top priority as well, because I believe that could really help them elevate themselves in a much higher placement at Miss World. My number 6 goes to Indonesia. Audrey Vanessa Susilo. Indonesia got an incredible representative this year as well. She looked young, fresh, and has been very active so far in doing a lot of social works. With how Indonesia mastered their preparation of candidates at Miss World, plus looking at the caliber of Audrey so far, I think she has the potentials of even exceeding Carla's placement last year. She's very young, she looked fresh, and that's something that I'm really looking for in an Indonesian representative going to Miss World, because in terms of preparation, there's really nothing to worry about. So they just need to master and check all the checklists needed to be the next Miss World. Now let's go to my current top 5. Starting with my number 5, France. Clemence Bottineau. My trust for France in sending candidates at Miss World is very high, and I know that they have an excellent reason why she was appointed. She finished top 10 at Miss Universe 2021, and we know her quality at the competition because she even exceeded what we were expecting. Also, France always sends intelligent girls at Miss World, so I have much higher hopes for her this time. My number 4 goes to South Africa. Ndavi Nokeri, an easy front runner for the win right away. Ndavi's beauty and styling is fresh, and she looked very marketable as well. And in terms of quality, she is an intelligent woman, an incredible speaker, and since their victory in 2014 until the last edition, they only missed once, and I think that shows that South Africa is doing a great job at their preparation for Miss World. So again, South Africa could do well this year. My top 3, starting with my number 3, Trinidad and Tobago. Ache Abrahams, with a surge of strong European delegates that hopes for a European back-to-back, I think Trinidad and Tobago could be the one to block it, because they are coming strong this year. She is an artist, and her Beauty with a Purpose entry focuses on mental health awareness. I have watched one of her interviews, and her public speaking was is outstanding. I mean, she is so good. She's so eloquent, she's so smart, and I love listening to her speak, and I can already imagine her doing well at Miss World, especially the head-to-head challenge. My number 2 goes to the Czech Republic. Kristina Piskova. I can feel the cravings of Czech Republic for their second Miss World crown. It's been 15 years since their last victory, and I think Christina would be a deserving choice to take home their second crown. I know it's too early to say, but she's just giving me Miss World vibes. She's in the field of law and business and also a model. If she could build her resume, make it much stronger, especially when it comes to her beauty with a purpose, and give a spectacular interview, then she could be a runaway winner, because we have witnessed how Poland's Karolina Bielawska raised the standard for European delegates last year. She's beautiful, of course, but very active in social works, and her public speaking was impeccable. And that's the standard that I wanted Czech Republic and other Europeans to deliver as well, because they have so much potentials to win different pageants. So hopefully Czech Republic could do so much better and exceeded our already high expectation. But as of the moment, my current number one for my second leaderboard for Miss World 2022 goes to England. Jessica Ashley Gajan. I think there's a very high chance that there's going to be a back-to-back win for Europe, because there's a lot of strong European contenders this year. Spain, France, we have Czech Republic, and now my number one, England. And another chance that the crown will go back home to England. The last time they won was in 1983, and that was a long time ago. This year, Jessica is an aerospace engineer, and how amazing would that be to have as Miss World? Also, she is actively supporting and empowering women in STEM. I was also impressed with her public speaking skills, especially during her national pageant. That was just so good, and that is why I think she is the strongest contender for the win as of the moment. So that's it. This is my second leaderboard for Miss World 2022, and I am looking forward to know your thoughts as well about my ranking, about my list of favorites, and whether your favorite made it in my list or not. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.